Simpson. And Japan have gone absolutely without lead. This is Whitmore. Hall and Gale both available. It's still Whitmore. It is the Reggae Boys who take the lead.
Ballchat. Greetings, football lovers. Happy Football Sunday. Overcast Sunday in the ATL. Welcome to Ballchat podcast. My name is Benton. Along with the family, Junior Wagwan family. Are you still?
Well, I'm good enough. It's a real Halloween weekend, this football.
It's a real Halloween weekend. What exactly you mean by that, brother?
Oh, what if I say dead, them dead, them dead, them dead. The blue side dead, the red side dead.
You're dropping words on Liverpool and Chelsea fans too early. And so conveniently, family, Cameron is out refereeing some games, right, Junior? She's refereeing some games, so she's away this week. And so she gets a pass today.
Rumor has it that she's collected a broad paper bag for help move Pulisic out of Chelsea.
Alright, football family, welcome to Ballchat podcast. We review some of the week's major news in the world of football. My apologies for the late start. It's totally down to me. It's my fault on that end. So my apologies. So big up to the engineer for working with me on some issues there. We're going to recap some of the week's major news in the world of football. We have Champions League football. We'll discuss 12 teams have booked their place to the round of 16. 4 teams will get to decide their fate in this week's upcoming games. We have EPL encounter as the blue side, aka Chelsea, is in a spot of bother, as the man himself Potter is an inside job, as Chelsea had the brakes beat off of them against Brighton. We're also going to discuss Liverpool and what is wrong with Liverpool. Junior has a lot of theories on what's going on with Liverpool. We'll take a look at the FIFA Women's Youth 17 World Cup as congrats to Spain. Big up to the Spain champions of Youth 17 Women's Football. And we'll also discuss Jamaican schoolboy football. Wolmers, we know so them now win Manning Cup. Mannings is looking good in the Costa Cup. So we'll discuss Jamaican schoolboy football at the back end of the show in the Yard Ballers report. But we kick it off with Ballers and Bugs family. Junior, Ballers, impressive players of the week. Who do you have?
We'll give it to the whole of Brighton side, right? The whole of Brighton. They turn up and beat the brakes off of their old coach, right? And we're going to talk about the influence of coaches. I will talk about that later on. That's a precursor. But Brighton for sure get one of my ballers of the week. I'm gonna give it to Eric Ten Hag because my Manchester United seem to have right the ship. You know it reach a point now when Pep is saying Manchester United seem to be back. I'm talking about a string of results where they are winning and winning games in any way, shape, or form using any player, which is key to me. Also, I don't want to steal the thunder, but Spain under 17 Women's World Cup. You know what? I get to all the teams because Nigeria, Germany, Colombia, they all played well, and Spain came out on top. I think it was a great World Cup. The quality of football is so good that we are sitting down questioning the age of these players. That should tell you how good the football is. Also, but I Leeds no ball of the week. Bug of the week there the Leeds game, but that baller.
Junior, you can acknowledge, Junior, that Jesse Marsh is doing something well with Leeds, brother. You can acknowledge.
We will talk about why.
Junior, don't.
We will talk about why that is foolishness.
You can acknowledge it, brother.
I'll talk about why that is foolishness.
Football family, see you running in. Big up to the crew. Send on your ballers and bugs. We're in the ballers and bugs segment of Ball Chat. Sorry for the late start. My apologies. All right, now my bugs of the week. First and foremost, want to give a
baller.
Baller. Sorry. Thank you, Junior. My ball of the week. Miguel Almiron. Miguel Almiron scored 7 goals so far in 13 appearances or 13 games for Newcastle United. Miguel Almiron gets a ball of the week. He scored a golazo. So we have to give this youth a ball of the week. Former Atlanta United own, so I have to squeeze that in somewhere. Miguel Almiron gets a ball of the week. Sophia Simmet of Portland Thorns, MVP of the Women's Champion NWSL, National Women's Soccer League here in the state. MVP of the finals, MVP of the season, regular season. So Sophia Simmet, 15 goals on the chart. Portland Thorns won the NWSL third title. So we have to big up Sophia Simmet. Ball of the week. Ball of the week to Luciano Spalletti. Napoli. And we don't talk. We don't have to send on no more. Ball of the week to Luciano Spalletti. Napoli. Don't talk. This team are going with a bag of things. Probably the best team or the hottest team across the European continent right now. So Luciano Spalletti and Napoli gets a ball of the week from him, man. Big up. Junior, bugs of the week, family. Who do you have? Because you're ready for... You know what? Junior gets a bug of the week for disrespecting the American General, Jesse Marsh. Junior, go on.
All right. So let's start here. Why are we congratulating Leeds for beating a bottom of the table soon to fight for relegation side?
And this is a fact-based show, brother. Liverpool is not the bottom of the table.
Where is Liverpool right now?
Liverpool is mid-table.
All right. So my apologies. Why are we talking about Leeds? We beat a team that is mid-table. Leeds right now is just a fact-based show. Leeds is right now sitting 4 points behind Liverpool, right? It's not like them beat Man City, who they are 17 points behind, or Arsenal, who they are 19 points behind. My bug of the week go to Liverpool because there seems to be a problem. I big up Brighton for showing up and playing to prove to their coach that, we can play football, right? We respect that you move on to Brighton greener pastures, but we can play football and we're going to prove it to you, right? Start of the season, Liverpool beat the brakes off of Man City in the Community Shield, where everybody started to argue Liverpool as the Premier League champion at the time.
Brakes beat the brakes off Man City in the Community Shield.
How much you beat Man City by the Community Shield?
I think the beat the brakes off is a tad bit a stretch, brother.
They ran Man City off the field. You guys came on and was joking about Haaland and how I run now Haaland. Well, Haaland missed the easy goal. That could have been a consolation goal in the last second, right? Start the season poorly, come up against Man City, beat the brakes off of Man City again.
Then come and lay an 1-0, brother. Brakes again.
Was Man City in the game against Liverpool in the regular season? No, they weren't. They weren't. You never watch a game and think, Man City have a chance to win the game. I never think so. I thought Liverpool played their best game in years against City this year. One of their best games in years. And then them turn around and lay an egg right now against Leeds. What that tell me, if we are going to sit down and talk about Brighton players that are willing to fight and show their ex-coach that they can play football, well, guess what? The door swing both ways. Liverpool players are not playing for Klopp. They're only playing for big games. That is the problem at Liverpool right now. It's not a Klopp problem. It's a player problem. The players are not playing football up to the standard that the coach is expecting. And just like Jose at Chelsea, when Chelsea won the league the year before, and come back and was mid-table, that led to Jose getting fired. I'm not saying Klopp is going to get fired, but I think this is where Klopp's relationship with the players, strong relationship, being known as a player's coach, this is where it come and hurt him. Because and I want bug me off, but that's a bug we talk about it.
Yeah. I mean, you're going on and on and on Talking about breaks, Man City lost the game 3-1, the Community Shield, that is. They lost the Premier League first encounter with Liverpool 1-0. And you're talking about breaks, brother. Beat the breaks.
They beat the breaks off of Man City in the Community Shield. Them beat Man City in the return game when all of we would have said, yo, this is the game Man City going to come hype up for. This is the game Haaland going to come hype up for. And Virgil lock him off. Them go and beat up Ajax in the Champions League, right? But you cannot beat the minnows in your league. That is telling me that the players are picking and choosing when they want to play football. That's what I tell me. Because there's no way a team that Leeds beat is going to turn around and beat Man City. There is no way that should happen. No way.
All right. We'll get to our football discussion. Football family, we see you running in. Big up, big up, big up, big up. Buggers of the week. We're in Ballers and Bug segment. I'm just gonna give my bug. We have a lot of football to discuss. Come on, is a way of referencing some football games, or just juniors are getting some brown envelopes.
Shall organize GoFundMe.
Bug of the week for me is Juventus, brother. Juventus got put out of their misery this week, officially eliminated from the Champions League. We don't know, say Juventus, they're not going to win a Champions League, but the quality of football, they've invested heavily in Vlahovic. They've invested heavily in other talented. Vlahovic was one of the big ballers, goal scorer, goal poachers across European football. The man there, Juventus, just kind of dark at Juventus. And then Pavel Nedved, director of football, one of the higher ups in Juventus organization, ran out and said they believe in Max Allegri project. They believe in project. Yo, what is this project that's being worked on at Juventus? Juventus gets a bug of the week, man. It's unacceptable unless they're just waiting for Paul Pogba. Juventus gets a bug of the week. Junior, any other bugs before we get to our football roundup, brother?
No. But I have to big you up on that ball of the week for Almiron, because remember I was saying how Almiron was a boss for the first 3 years. He never scored a goal or something like that, right? And then all of a sudden the big coach Eddie Howe come in. My guy Eddie Howe come in, and Almiron now is a baller.
We'll get to Newcastle. In fact, this is a good segue. Big up El Pistolero. El Pistolero says 3-1 Liverpool. After get bugged, this is going to be for the rest of the season. Players tired. The owners didn't help the team in the transfer season, and this reminds me of the year. Horrible. Brighton have to get ballers. Come on, one get admit. Yo, camera. Yo, come on. For engineering thing we got you earlier.
I'll jump out. Let her read.
I only Regin, what you mean jump out? We have 2 cameras set up already.
The other account.
No, the Rastafari. All right, let's get to our EPL roundup. Yo, people say them not show up for the show. Them at work and them at deal with ref game and I collect brown envelope, and here they want come badmouth Chelsea. Let's get to our EPL roundup.
I'm sorry about my late, appearance. But listen, we're not talking about something different. I can't bet next to me on my side.
No, hold on. We can't even hear you. And football family, come on, is joining us remotely, so she's not on camera. All right, come on, big up yourself. How you doing?
Listen to me, I'm upset. I'm not really sad. Liverpool lose too. But I want to tell you, say the Liverpool man, them gear up for me. And then see there, I not understand. I think Brighton send Potter in on my side as a Trojan horse. From how long Brighton not beat we? And we get this man and him all club come beat we? scammer business them, and I really don't appreciate it. I have a brand new jersey. I'm even ashamed for wear it.
All right. We're actually going to look at the respective results, but since you started off with the Brighton defeat of Chelsea, let's go ahead and just run right to it and park the results section. Come on. I mean, you guys had a 9 games unbeaten run. It had to end at some point. Graham Potter was out coach. Yes. I mean, you don't have it's just so it go. Why not ticked off? Why not upset? I mean, Brighton beat the brakes off Manchester United earlier on in the season, and Manchester United is turning the corner. It's just
hold on. Brighton with Potter beat the brakes off of Manchester United that led to Potter getting the Chelsea job. So give us some reference. We never lose to a coach, no side of the idiot coach. We lose to a side of a good coach.
I mean, Leandro Trossard. So kind of get into the details of this game for a little bit. I mean, of course, Danny Welbeck was out. And that even make it more embarrassing. The fact that they won this game without their recognizable starting striker. Brighton entered the game winless in their last 3 games. So this is De Zerbi's, Brighton's new coach, first victory. Junior, what did Brighton did so well tactically to really just, maybe Chelsea should have tried to get Leandro Trossard rather than sign Cucurella?
No, the only thing Brighton did was just showed up and played football. And to me, it was obvious the players were juiced up to try to prove to them coach or them old coach that, I think them saying, we know you made the right decision. Chelsea is a better job, but we are going to show you that we can play football, right? And Chelsea, on the other hand, was not prepared to play against that energy. Brighton played a 90-minute game going 110% of energy and effort. And even the commentators were like, can they maintain this high intensity? And yes, the answer is yes, they did. That was the only difference. Now, if Pulisic did score.
Yeah, see, our Pulisic, our Conor Gallagher at 2-0 should have scored.
Pulisic should have scored.
We're not going to just be Captain America, so Conor
Gallagher. Listen to me. I beat him till he blew. They need to beat the Stars and Stripes all time. Above that, man.
What we say beat.
But I realize that nobody not talk about Raheem Sterling because him invincible. Him invincible for true.
Yeah, it's a good thing you brought up Raheem Sterling. Come on, Pat Nevin said that at this rate, Raheem Sterling is not a World Cup squad player. Is Raheem Sterling jeopardizing his chance of going to the World Cup with this performance?
Madness.
Okay. Come on.
If Jack Grealish shall go World Cup, don't it?
And sir, as El Pistolero says, Sterling put the balls on the platter for some of the guys. Didn't Sterling pass the ball to Conor Gallagher, who the shot was saved by Sanchez, and Pulisic later followed it up? I mean, is the expectation of Sterling a little bit too much here, or is
a little bit?
Why the Chelsea fan is joining us on the road and our phone is tripping out. Junior, chime in there, please. Sterling and his performance.
Look, this is a racism thing. I asked you a simple question. Is Jack Grealish going to play in the World Cup? And we all know the answer is yes. Right? But for Sterling under this ridiculous microscope, simple question. Is Jack Grealish going to play in the World Cup? Yes.
El Pistolero said Chelsea connection disjointed like come on Lee phone.
What that means that yeah, Liverpool fans them out and stunting. Let's set some Junior, so how you
Your phone a beat you, come on.
Yeah, we're not gonna tolerate. We're going international now. We're not gonna tolerate this bad audio. But so speak of the game in essential. I mean, big up to Dwayne. Dwayne said that how Chelsea lose this game in a 5 goals encounter in which they scored 3 of the 5 goals. Junior.
I mean, yeah, all right. So it just said the own goal and blah blah
Yeah,
blah.
but
right?
I not 3 other that they only had what 2. Yeah, cause I just 2.
Yeah, but the thing.
Junior, jump back in again, cause come on, jumped off and
All right, one sec. But the thing with Chelsea is this: the problem was not Unai Emery, not Emery, Emery.
Thomas Tuchel.
Thomas Tuchel was not Tuchel. Tuchel wasn't the issue. The issue was the squad and the squad balance. There's something off with the balance, and they still cannot solve the striker issue, right? But that aside, though, in this game that we just that against Chelsea.
You can hear me now?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So Junior, jump.
Why you come on?
Yeah. Hold on. Come on. Hold on. When Junior jump off.
Yeah, but in this game though, it was all about Chelsea not turning up expecting to play against the high intensity that Brighton brought. And they weren't prepared, and them couldn't match it in the second half. That's all. The mere fact that them have a change Kepa out. That should tell you a lot, you know. Why them substitute Kepa? You injured? Is something missing? What was the reason? So that to me signal Potter is kind of like, we need to blame somebody. I can't find somebody to blame. You can't blame none of the outfield players because the whole of them getting run off the field. So like, you know what? I'll pin it on Kepa first. Because
so Kepa, I thought Kepa picked up a knock there, Junior.
Oh, see, the help is the injured, I guess. But
yeah, I picked up a knock.
I never know same injured.
I mean, at the end of the day, I think my advice to Chelsea fans, and I know they have extremely high standards, there's a segment of the Chelsea fan base that is having a meltdown, that's worried about this. Don't lose heart. I mean, you went to a game, you went to a stadium where the fans and the players were gassed up, like Junior said, to play against their old coach. They wanted to show Potter something that, you know, and it just didn't happen. It just didn't happen for Chelsea. So now if come forward next week and you lose to Arsenal, then you have bigger problems.
Hold a second. Why are you making excuses for Chelsea? Chelsea is a world-class team that go out there and buy curly ear of Fofana for millions of dollars, right? Go out there and pay how much millions for Raheem Sterling. So we expect return on our investment. Let us stop give Brighton all a little extra praise. And of course Chelsea. Chelsea sucks. No identity, no vision. Of course we were on a little run. But we are supposed to be winning these games. From 19, how long Brighton beat you and come beat you. I'm not even want smash and grab game. 4-1.
All right.
4-1.
Why am I?
Man, it hurt me. It absolutely hurt me. And I just think Potter is a Trojan horse. Them set him up to come in to come destroy us with him because that makes no sense. And the thing is this too. I understand when you're there and you have ideas, but he looked as if he was out of ideas when he was playing the game. There was no adjustment, none at all. And then you would think that he would have the inside scoop on Brighton. The man never know what to do to change traffic support. We not good. Kai Havertz not good. Chelsea have the Chelsea version of Kai Havertz. When him got Germany, him is a German poor. Him not ready. And unless Raheem is played into his right position, we are going to get rubbish from him.
All right.
Oh no, alone, guess up. Benton, me vent no. I run out for the people them feel.
Some of your points them.
Well, can you wait till me done? Because I never even shake the parents them and the way I'm run out because I want come cuss whatever. But it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. And the game was so painful to watch. And I tell people all the time, you're not going to have teams that go on unbeaten runs out of. I will not fool myself. Chelsea is not a side that will go on unbeaten runs for the entire season. So we have to lose games. But I keep saying it's oh we lose. It's oh we lose. Brighton not supposed to give big side 4-1. Yo, them spend some of us scam money and spend. Them people kind of world class baller. It's so disappointing. I'm telling you, even if we lose 1-0, it happens. But 4-1 Benton, come on now, man. But I'm a brand new jersey, I don't even want to wear it.
No, and like I said to the Chelsea fans, don't lose heart. Don't lose heart.
And I want Junior laughing because remember, Junior laughing up because remember, Junior, where they know, fourth. Because remember, you say aside, no, nothing but 9. Yo, some money will play better than my side.
Yeah, so Brighton's recruitment is exceptional, and this is yes, Chelsea is supposed to be should not get blown off the pitch, but I mean this kid that they played yesterday, Estupinan, Purvis Estupinan. I mean he killed Chelsea on the left side, killed them on the left side. So you know, I saw it go. Tough love.
Benton, you can't. Benton. For a West Ham, for a Aston Villa, for not even Nottingham Forest, because they've spent more than anybody else, right? For some Burnley, for those teams, you can say whatever. But this is Chelsea we're talking about. We can't make excuses for them. I keep saying, you can't tell me which player on Chelsea side is world class. We don't have a player that can come in and change the game.
Man, you have world-class players.
All right.
You have world-class
Hold on. Conor Gallagher? People, Conor Gallagher?
No, man.
Broha, who? Akimi, Jorginho, Thiago Silva, who?
In fact,
Jamaicans always upset with me. When we talk about Raheem Sterling. I just don't see the hype. I don't see the hype in police, and I just don't see it. I am disappointed. And 9th we are come this season. 9th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
The Chelsea fans that drink mad puss piss. That is probably Thiago Silva's worst game in a Chelsea shirt.
And him save 2 ball off of the line.
Yeah, and him save 2 balls, and he almost scored 2.
So wait, I think one. I win the club say, Chelsea score 5 goals and lose the game.
Weird.
All right, moving away from Chelsea. As come on, get it off our chest. I mean, Chelsea get ready to play Arsenal next weekend, which is gonna be quite interesting. Other made
a 7-0 where I get 7. I call it from now. 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 0. Arsenal is a team who believes, and they've been winning them games. I don't see Chelsea beating Arsenal.
Hold on. Come on. Seriously now. We'll put fun and joke aside. You think that Arsenal will beat Chelsea 7-0?
Yes.
And you said, wait, it's a pity that I don't have a camera on and I'm going to find her, see if we can look on that. And we need to take you seriously?
Yes. I would have beat 5-0 this morning.
Nottingham Forest.
Who Nottingham beat last week?
They defeated Liverpool.
Okay, the ball is round. Arsenal go and walk up Chelsea. We're not ready. Yeah. We're not up no listen. So I understand.
So
Chelsea play like an NFL team.
So you're telling me that Arsenal, Chelsea, after getting the brakes beat off of them this weekend by Brighton, playing Arsenal next week is going to get 7-0. Are you serious? Come on.
That makes it right.
Space, man.
No, that makes it write it down. All right, then, that's 7-5. But we are getting ready about smoke. Benton, we're not ready. We're not ready.
The same team has been on a 9 games. This Chelsea team has been on a 9 games unbeaten run. When Potter took over, you guys were struggling in Champions League. You guys officially qualified for the next round of the Champions League. Won the group. I mean, it's just a bad day at the office. Yo, up to some of my Chelsea fans.
Well, that's a terrible game. But all right then. Remember last week I said to you that I cannot remember the time I slung and said my side I play some rocket ball. I sat down today and last week Arsenal did not have a good game. And they still eked out, the draw, right?
Yes.
This week, Arsenal have a rocket game. And I just sat there and I watched Arsenal have a good game, good creative attacking football. Them attackers are unit, them defenders are unit. It was a good pass. Jesus won 2 backs and 2 kicks because he should have scored a couple. So it could have been 10 for Arsenal this morning versus Nottingham in the English Premier League. So when you compare our Arsenal side with my Chelsea side, you tell me, unless Chelsea is going to play and do a smash and a grab, that's the only way Chelsea don't play any type of attracting football that can say, all right then, I am confident enough that Chelsea will do better. So, listen, we can't the World Cup come because we need a break. This is when we truly need a break.
Yo, Sheldon, big up Sheldon. El Pistolero said, come back with Park on board because Tottenham are going to beat Liverpool 4 next week.
All right, see there. All right, some other results. Let's move on to some other results. Junior, Leeds defeated Liverpool 2-1. At home, a 70 games unbeaten run for Virgil van Dijk came to an end at Anfield. Brother, I mean, Leeds find some youth named Somerville. I didn't even know them. And he scored the winner. Your thoughts on what's going on with this Liverpool team, brother?
I said earlier that I think Klopp's greatest asset is that he's a player's coach, right? And we've seen games where Klopp call on some players and him give them a big hug. And it's almost like he's the 12th man on the team, right? I think that is also coming back to hurt him because I really believe these Liverpool players that they have are not playing the big games. They play the big games like they should. And then play the small games like they're taking a game off, which to me is a problem. So El Pistolero said we need a long break. We can't wait for the World Cup. Look, injuries, yes. But you cannot beat up Ajax. You cannot beat Man City twice. You know what I'm saying? If you slap the ass of a bull one time, you get him attention, try slap it the second time, and if you can do it the second time, you're great, right? The bull is Man City, and Liverpool slapped them in the first game of the season and come back and beat them again in the regular season. That is not a regular feat. That is a great accomplishment. And then you turn around and drop points like this against Leeds. Something is wrong. And I think Klopp is not holding the players accountable. So players have come out and play when they feel like.
But, so, all right, we get a little bit granular. I mean, I did look a bit more detail here. I mean, we said it in the offseason. This team is only as good as how far this midfield will take them. And with
more than the midfield, though.
Yeah?
That was the rhetoric before this season.
Yeah, but
right?
Do you think that there's more than just a midfield problem?
Yeah, because all right, is a balanced system where if you have something that's a body at equilibrium or whatever, we would have not go to physics, but we have equal force coming down from Liverpool, right? But you have the middle of Liverpool, which is the midfield, that is not carrying up their end of the bargain. So it's not 33%. You have the midfield, defense, and the forward line. The midfield not carrying 33% of its weight. That means that the back line and the forward line is have to carry more over the years. So now that it has caught up, because now the back line start leaking, you lose money. So now the middle already not carrying its weight. The front line lost one of the heavyweights, and the back line start to crack to where we even reach a point now where we're saying Trent Arnold is not even a good right back anymore, which would have been blasphemy 2 years ago, because 2 years ago, England had the greatest wing backs, right back and left back pairing in the world. And just 2 years later, Trent Arnold turned bug. Yeah, I'm going to turn a bug because man, I'm busy time I pick up for that idiot midfield. So it has caught up to them now.
Yeah, but we all knew it had to come to an end. I knew it had to come to an end, right? I mean, we've watched this team over the years play at what, for about 3-4 years, maybe even 5 years, play at very, very high level. So we don't know. In fact, right now, everyone who wants to beat Liverpool should put their hands up and run to want to play them, because the opportunity is ripe to try to beat them now. Leeds, Jesse Marsh, they got in yesterday. So somebody else, it had to come to an end. This team, El Pistolero said the players are letting down Klopp. They're out of form. When you're relying on Henderson, Fabinho, the whole back line, I mean, these players has been playing at an extremely high level. And then at some point they have
But we talk about this already. We say when you are relying heavily on Henderson and Milner, then you've lost the plot. I will say it already. We already said Liverpool needs to freshen up them squad, and they have not done so. So this is what you're doing. It's like Klopp is driving the Honda until the engine drop out and the tire them fall off. They just need to go out there and spend some money.
But then look, for all the transfers that have happened, the Gini Wijnaldum transfer out of Liverpool to PSG, and they did not replace him. That right there, so was the beginning of the end. Now it's a long fall, and you have to give Klopp, you have to give Liverpool players some credit, because they were able to stem the tide for this long. I actually expected this collapse to happen 2-3 years ago.
Yeah,
and
because you're a Manchester United fan.
No, it's bigger than the Manchester United fandom. You see it. You cannot move from Wijnaldum to Thiago and have Milner and Henderson. I expect to get the same results. That's just madness. Yeah. That is in itself is crazy, to think that you're going to downgrade your side that much. You're going to downgrade the mobility that much. You went from Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain and Gigi to an immobile Thiago, to an aging Milner, and to Henderson who just want to cuss people on the field. And we expect Liverpool to maintain a high standard.
Yeah, at some point they have to. But I mean, as El Pistolero said, they're waiting on Jude. It is a definitely poorly kept secret that Liverpool has been watching Jude Bellingham, and we'll see what happens. I mean, they're waiting. I think Klopp wanted the right midfielder. They will not cost the exuberant fee. I mean, clearly Liverpool didn't plan properly, because they had to run and try to get Arthur, and Arthur injured. So we don't know. Good luck to Liverpool.
Well, better. But let me just bring reality to the Liverpool fans for a second, yeah? 1 second. Barcelona captain, what name? Busquets. Which position in play again?
He doesn't play anything, Junior. He's just walking around now.
But he is deployed in the center of the midfield. And Barcelona look down the street and say how Real Madrid have two young French wonder box-to-box midfielders, right? So Barca is going to be in the Jude Bellingham sweepstakes.
Yeah, but Barcelona said them have Gavi. They said, in fact, they just dump a lot of money in Gavi's lap and say he's the heir apparent. Why they going to shell out money for Jude Bellingham now? Thiago
was the heir apparent, and them shell him go up a Bayern Munich. So we have seen Barcelona not ramp for unload them era period if them say something better. But all right, big year Barcelona. Juventus, Maximo Allegri love a central midfielder, and we don't know what Paul Pogba is going to be like when he come back. He want hang Rabiot. So Juventus will be in the Jude Bellingham sweepstakes. AC Milan are going to need a midfielder. And the big side, Manchester United, going to need a midfielder. So Liverpool, who do not want to spend the money, who do make money leave, and I talk about wait for Jude Bellingham. But hey, go look why,
That's why they're stacking chips, because they know that it's going to be an expensive transfer, Junior. At least based on what the expert says.
There's no way Jude Bellingham is going to end up at Liverpool.
All right,
no
Junior just throwing things against the wall and hope them stick. Yo, which mad player, why would Jude Bellingham and his agent decide to go bug Juventus, a team in crisis that is lost at sea? Well, Pavel Nedved and the authorities are saying that Allegri has a plan. Allegri's system is boring football. Why would he...
Hold on. So, okay. So why would he go to Liverpool that is lost at sea, lose to Leeds, and you don't see nothing coming in the near future for Liverpool.
Because the difference
because him go Liverpool and him will be the man. Him want for you to be the man to turn around Liverpool liquor bad run. That's just how it is. Everybody wants him a command the big money, and he wants to be the man. Him has to play. He must be up front. That's just how it is.
All right. So how Barca and the alert to say you are the guy that bring Barca midfield back to elite.
Stop smoke mad puss.
No, but you can't look at me and say here's Liverpool, a more shiny object, when I am showing you teams that have better to offer. We know Barca have better to offer. Come on, man.
No.
Hold on.
Yeah.
By the way, Bayern Munich might get him on a call.
Okay, fair. That no, I can say that's a legitimate option. Yeah, but
what about Liverpool for?
No, I'm saying that Bayern Munich is a legit option. When you start throwing Barca and Juventus, them are idiot side. The man does not want to play in Europa League. All right, come on. Your thoughts on this Jude Bellingham situation and counter with Junior say. Put some sense to what Junior say, please.
Nobody can make no sense of what Junior just said. Junior mad. I'm completely mad. I mean, listen, I don't even know if Jude Bellingham would think Liverpool is the best place for him to go. I was hearing Real Madrid, Barcelona. What's up, Barcelona?
All right.
But listen, Junior, Barcelona right now is like a house on fire. You walking by and you see the house on fire. You say, that looks like a nice place to rest my head tonight. I'm going to the house on fire. Barcelona is an S show right now. Europa is their thing and they're struggling. Come on now. And maybe him going, them can't even register because the way all them financial team set up. Why would you want to go there?
Yeah, Junior just throwing things out. All right, let's get the last results on the EPL because we have some other business to discuss. Arsenal defeated Nottingham Forest 5-0. Man United 1-0 over West Ham. Yesterday's results, Man City defeat Leicester 1-0. By the way, Erling Haaland is on the sidelines. Any thoughts on the impact of the big brother on the run-in for Man City? I don't know when he will be on the sidelines.
Well, Alan is injured.
Yes, he is.
Oh, so what? I think Pep is going to be off for the next 2 games.
It's so weird. All right, so I mean, Man City started Julian Alvarez in against Leicester City yesterday. So they have to get Julian Alvarez up and gunning fast, right?
Listen, Man City is okay. No Haaland, no problem. Kevin De Bruyne's goal was exceptional. I think they'll be okay. Whoever it might bring in, I think they'll be okay.
All right. Spurs defeat Bournemouth 3-2. Wolves and Brentford drew 1-1. Of course, Brighton defeated Chelsea 4-1. Crystal Palace defeated Southampton 1-0. Newcastle 4-0 over Aston Villa. Fulham and Everton drew 0-0. Leeds defeated Liverpool 2-1. All right, Aston Villa. These players probably should get the bug of the week. Unai Emery is on the verge of taking charge at Aston Villa. He was in the stands. Aston Villa had the brakes beat off of them yesterday by Newcastle. What does Unai Emery, if anything, he can do to keep Aston Villa in the EPL this year?
You could have fooled me. I thought after Aston Villa victory last week, them already win the Premier League, the mid-table or the mid-season trophy. Listen, I just don't think Aston Villa is equipped to stay in top 10. And I don't know if Emery's the man for this job. It was just so out of pocket. We don't know him reach yourself. But anyways, he will need to see if he can get the best out of the players that they already have. When we have Coutinho is struggling and other players are struggling. So I don't know if Emery is the man to really get Aston Villa going. It's a mind-boggling little thing. It's a good little coach, but I think it was also a mind-boggling kind of appointment.
Junior, Unai Emery is the man that is going to be driving the Aston Villa bus, the old bus, that potentially might run off that's off the road right now. Your thoughts on his appointment?
This feel like Carlo going to Everton, where you sit down and you say, why? Right? Unai, he could have been in line for get the Juventus job if that Nedved and company were to decide to move on from Allegri at the end of the season. He could have the stature to get that job. So the question is why? What's the expectation? I look, we can sit down and we can debate, since we are a Jamaican-based show, we can debate about which coach is going to get the best out of Leon Bailey and did Gerrard fight the man. And we can, if we want to take that angle, we can take that angle. We can take the angle of how them shell out a bag of money for a bag of C-grade players and expect a B result. We can talk about the Tyrone Mings decision. 2 years ago, Tyrone Mings was the next great world-class centre-back, and now him is a pariah. There's just so much questions for answer, and then now you're putting Unai Emery, we can't even speak English all that well, where it sounds like him accent bad. It's just, look, we'll see.
All right, let's put some positive spin, because I'm a fan of Unai Emery. I think it's a gangster move to go and peel him away from Villarreal, because, I mean, truth be told, if you allow Villarreal and Unai Emery to stay together, they probably would have won Europa League, or so he will make this team a competitive outfit if given his players, but I don't know if if he can work with these players. Let's see how he go. But
yeah, but Nicolas Pepe will get signed.
I don't know. But I mean, Unai Emery, he's a big boy. Him see the squad. He had a nice, comfy job with Villarreal. Of course, you're playing La Liga at Villarreal. Don't know, so you're not gonna win nothing. So you just have to hope for whatever. And so I'm sure he's gotten a nice salary package. So why not? All right, top 6 in the EPL. Arsenal 31 points, Man City 29, Spurs 26, Newcastle 24 run out the top 4. Manchester United 23 and Chelsea 21. Even Manchester United moved past Chelsea. Newcastle, should we continue to take this Newcastle team serious, brother?
Of course.
So, and what I mean by serious, is this a top 4 team?
No.
Yeah, take it too far now.
Yeah, take it too far.
So what is it? A top 16? Because St. James Park is buzzing. It's been years since I've seen St. James Park, the home of Newcastle, buzz this way from that big side with Papi Cisse and Dembaba and Check Tiote and them Monday. This team is buzzing. This stadium is buzzing. and they believe in.
Top 8 for me. I think it's top 8. I think they'll finish in the top half of the table. And they've been impressive. And your boy Almiron, I think he's now coming into his own. He look a little bit more relaxed, more comfortable. So I think Newcastle, the investment is paying off for them.
If there ever is a team that don't have a bunch of World Cup players that can benefit from a World Cup break, is Newcastle.
Yeah.
And I think they are a Europa place contender. Top 4 is a little bit hard because, contrary to Cameron's belief, I think Chelsea is going to get it right. Contrary to everybody's belief, I think Man U is for real. So there's too much competition for the top 4 spot. But Newcastle have an advantage over all the teams that they are fighting for with. They don't have any midweek games. They don't have any European games. So they can just focus solely on this top 4 race.
So they don't have to worry about. They have the
don't have to worry
advantage
about
of
extra
playing
games.
less ball game, less big ball games.
So they are going to be there until the end. And will Eddie Howe deploy his team and play football, they are a high energy, high intensity game. So that travels. So they will always be in games. Always.
Yeah, big up to Eric Neal of the Two Rash Challenges podcast, Newcastle fan who's loving this thing right now.
Hold on. But remember me said from middle of last year.
But you never say it because you're a Newcastle fan. You say it because you.
That make it even better.
Because you're an Eddie Howe fanboy.
Because I'm a football analyst.
You are an Eddie Howe fanboy that's been watching lyrically about Eddie Howe for the last 30 years.
So be right then.
Yeah, he's a good coach. But we'll see. Bruno Gomaresh. How can Newcastle have such a good player in the midfield, brother? How did Newcastle end up? How is Liverpool struggling to find good midfielders and Newcastle end up with this, brother?
Hold on. But remember,
will Newcastle be able to hold on to him?
Remember, Newcastle had a slow transfer market. Okay. When even you guys were joking, oh, Judah, you said Newcastle have only for money, but Eddie Howe can't find a baller. See it? Trust the process.
Trust the process. Speaking of trust the process, Arsenal, Tyler Adams tweeted trust the process with Leeds. Is Jesse Marsh's job now safe after the victory yesterday, family?
It's safe till December. It's safe for the first half. If Leeds start to do as badly as poorly as they did earlier on this year, then Jesse Marsh's job might be in trouble. It is safe for now. We've seen where coaches' jobs have been saved, by 1 or 2 games for them win. Yes, Liverpool is a big team that you want to beat, but if come January, February, March, and them are lose to Nottingham, West Ham, Burn, all them make a dirty side there, then no, we can't suggest any tight jeans them go through the door.
Junior, you get the final say so on this thing, brother.
If them stay up, he's safe. But if they fire Jesse Marsh, the only way them fire him, they have to be relegated. You cannot fire the guy that rescued your team last year, but you fired a legendary coach. You can't do that. It's just crazy. So no, I think Leeds will stay up, and I think Jesse will be okay.
All right, Champions League games coming down this week. 12 teams already booked their spot. You know what? Before we go to that, let's get you some of the comments, family. El Pistolero said Jude and Henderson really close friends. Okay, so that may influence the Jude Bellingham sweepstake, Junior. El Pistolero have inside.
Jude Bellingham before he left Birmingham was a Manchester United fan. Just say it.
And he also says that City might have a saying. BM says, big up BM. BM says, I heard you guys on the documentary Captains, a show gone internet. Yo, well on. We need to big up that show and promote it for a little bit. We do have a promo coming up here in a second. Yeah, man, we'll talk about captains in a second. BM also says, Junior, you were so wrong about that Panama game. And that yes. Yeah, it's not unusual for Junior wrong, family. And El Pistolera says Haaland will be back for the next game. Kofi Powell, big up Kofi, says Newcastle top 6. Yeah, we'll see. Bayern Munich, Chelsea, Borussia Dortmund, Inter, Napoli, Paris, Real Madrid, Man City, some of the teams that have booked their place to the next round. 12 teams have booked their place to the next round, places to the next round. 4 teams, 4 spots are left for the Champions League to decide. Games coming on this week, family. Group D is where things kind of...
No, I'm sorry, hold a second. El Pistolera, where did you see that Haaland would be back or whatever? Because I'm reading the article where they said Pep said he's going to miss Sevilla, and there's a slim chance that he returns for Fulham game. So sorry, Benson, go ahead.
Okay, yeah, we need to check the El Pistolero comments there about Haaland being back. You see, we have a facts checker online. You see me? Let's pivot to Champions League Group D now. Tottenham 8 points, Sporting 7 points, Frankfurt 7 points, Marseille 6 points. Tottenham versus Marseille and Sporting versus Frankfurt. Boy, I hope Tottenham get eliminated by Marseille. Come on, before we go to that, any final statement on that controversial disallowed goal for Spurs, or was it the right call? Because Spurs fans, some of them still upset regarding the Hurricane goal.
It was the right call. It was the right call. Listen, if you read the law, if you read the rules, people talk about spirit and whatever. This is Premier League. This is not the spirit of the game. So that's a U9 game. I told the coach that we're going to ref within the spirit of the game. That was the correct call. The rules are the rules. Hurricane was offside. I cannot leave with Tottenham fans. I need to go read the rule book. That's it.
And it was actually Champions League and not the Premier League. But the referee has spoken. 4 spots left in the round of 16 in Champions League, family. Group D, all to play for a final match day coming up this Tuesday. Tottenham versus Marseille, Sporting versus Frankfurt. Tottenham just need a draw. Junior, how do you see it, family? Tottenham travels to Marseille, by the way.
Tottenham is the ultimate Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I don't know. I don't know which Tottenham going to show up. I just don't know. I don't know.
All right, Junior say he doesn't know. Come on.
I think they will advance. I think they will win. I think they'll advance.
So did you see how did you see Conte's reaction when Tottenham scored was the 4th goal this weekend? The man just walk off and got that tunnel like, yo, my God, yeah, man. Can't take this no more. It's like the man have heartache.
When they scored the win against Bournemouth, right? The 3-2 victory.
The 3-2. When it scored, Conte just walked right out with like 5 minutes left of the game. Just walk right off the field. How walk and go down the tunnel.
but Junior, are we sorry for him? We're sorry for him because when we heard the Conte was taking the work, we not all the head and get a collective time. I said, what a brother I love Eddie. It's like you pick up one woman where you know says she have to cheat for you constantly. And she cheat for you constantly and you still a ball. Conte, we don't sorry for you. Tottenham is a complete and utter idiot. We see him look all old. Look all the great name, the crow feet them around him eye. The people must stress out the one fan said the thing with Spurs is that today they'll play good football and then next week you wonder is what this brother did us training. I'm not wrong him. I'm not sorry for him.
But come on. To your point about, good woman, whatever. I mean, this is Conte's team. This is not nobody else's team. So it's like you build the wife, you grow her up, raise her up the way you want to raise her up. and should. So I mean, this is Conte's team. He signed these players, and no, he doesn't have faith in these players. Are the play are as a headache? That don't make no
No,
sense.
listen. So what is it saying about tablecloth and dishcloth? I said go. So that is the same. But the thing is this though, and you have a coach, we have these players, you have Hurricane, you have Son, you have the other players, Luis, and you see it on paper, you watch some film or whatever, and him approach and say, listen, we have the Spurs job for you. You know things that you are a big coach, right? You coach some of the big teams in the world. You're like, okay, fine. I can mold this team into my image. I can make this team be a good team. We can win the Premier League, win the Champions League, and my name will be sung all the way, in the stadium. They're going to make statue of me. Now him come and him realizes a whole house in buy. Like him buy a fixer upper. So that is what we reach him.
All right, before we move away from this group, just to remind listeners, Spurs sitting on 8 points, Sporting and Frankfurt on 7 points, Marseille on 6 points. Group D, final match day in Champions League coming up this Tuesday. Marseille hosts Spurs, Sporting and Frankfurt will face off. Before we move away from this group and Champions League and get ready for Goma Wiyad, do you guys is Conte a legitimate contender to leave Spurs but if the Juve job becomes available? Like if Juve call him up tomorrow and say, yo, Antonio Conte, we want you to come back, do you see him leaving Spurs? Come on.
No.
No, okay. Junior?
No.
I do, yeah.
You see him leaving. All right, another group of, like we said, 4 spots remain in the Champions League up for grabs. Chelsea booked their place in Group E. Milan and Salzburg in a spot of bother to fight out that one. Milan actually will play Salzburg. Yo, I mean, AC Milan, they need the money. They need to find a way to win this game, right? Or just get a draw. Your thoughts, Junior?
You said it all. They need to find a way to move on. So for the project to continue growing and for the vibes to keep going down the path that it is, you just find a way. Just find a way. Just draw the game at least.
And I mean, come on. I mean, they're playing at the San Siro, so we do expect AC Milan to find a way against RB Salzburg, right?
I do, but Timo Werner, they can fire them there.
Yeah, but Timo Werner is at RB Leipzig, which we'll get to in a second. Yeah.
Wrong RB.
Wrong RB, come
on.
on.
Listen, I think AC Milan will just do what they have to do to qualify. I think so. I think that they have not been sucking, and I think that's a big deal for AC Milan. So I think you just steady the ship and just, qualify.
All right, and then the final group that still has a slot left, Shakhtar and RB Leipzig in Real Madrid's group. Those teams already booked. Real Madrid already booked their spot. Final say so between this is now Timo Werner team versus Donetsk, Shakhtar Donetsk and RB Leipzig. Your thoughts on this one? The standing in that group is that Leipzig is on 9 points, Shakhtar is on 6 points. Leipzig just need a draw, a victory for Shakhtar, and they go through. Junior.
No, can I say Timo Werner is on fire?
Yes.
So Timo Werner on fire. I expect him to go through.
All right. And Junior, you expect Shakhtar or Leipzig to take this one?
I expect Leipzig to take this one.
All right. Before we both go over, we just want. Junior spoke about it earlier. Highlighted the Spanish team for winning the FIFA Women's Youth 17 World Cup. Final thoughts on that tournament, family. Come on.
I enjoyed the tournament. I mean, I woke up like early in the morning just to kind of watch the games. You know, it was good. The quality, the level, the officiating, you know, everything was on point. I like that we have like the all female referee squad. Most of the teams had female coaches. The girls were. I just want to point out that the 15-year-old girl that come on for Nigeria today, she scored. She just turned 15. So, you know, the ages are coming up. The ladies are getting an opportunity to play. I was happy that Nigeria could beat Germany to get the bronze medal. So it was overall a good tournament. I knew that Spain was going to beat Colombia because they were the better side throughout the competition. So it was a really good tournament and I enjoyed it. I really did.
Yeah, back-to-back champions, Junior, Spain, Vicky Lopez, Spanish team. Go ahead, Junior.
I mean, I echo everything that Kamon said. I think it was a well put together tournament. I think it's a benchmark tournament in terms of how they can how women game or the women game is officiated from top to bottom, not only on the field, but also give the women their space and they can give you a good product on the field. I agree with Kamon that some of the players them at the age them was kind of like, oh, okay, all right, yeah, you're 15, cool. But apart from that, Spain well deserved. I was kind of pulling for Nigeria. It's a heartbreaking penalty shootout, but what can we not say about these Spanish girls?
Yeah, the future looks bright for the Spanish side. Hopefully they can win a World Cup at some point.
Big up Aisha. Aisha said Chelsea should find Potter his tactics versus Brighton, playing Sterling at left wing back and leaving Chilwell on the bench, Cucurella playing left centre back while Aspie on the bench, and Pulisic at right wing back instead of Abu from U21. And Ashmead Free said Man United.
Big up to the family. We're getting ready for Goma. We had Captains. This documentary is out. Ballchat took part in this project. BM highlighted it earlier. Big up to BM. It's a story where, you know, in collaboration with Fullwell Production in the UK, of course, a FIFA product, where they follow the journey of 6 captains rode through the World Cup qualifying phase. And Jamaica's own Andre Blake. Boy, Junior, and come on, your thoughts on this work, and I'm sure you guys have been watching it. Yo, I saw an episode where former head coach Paul Hall tell them man himself, shut up, we're playing a testimonial.
It's not the man himself, it's Ravel himself for shut up, for Ravel that chap. Listen, I loved it. The series is well put together. I loved when I was watching the Jamaica one. I liked how they interchanged between Gabon, Croatia, and Jamaica, and it was just so seamless. It was nice to see Modric and him kids. You're nice to see Abba, you know, in his country. And you know what? I am a little bit sheltered because for the life of me, I never know that Gabon look like Nigeria. I am at me there. Me need to widen my horizon or whatever. But you know, the fact that he went and he played for Gabon, and you know, it was so exciting. Same thing with Croatia. But I must say with Jamaica, it was really good. Andre with the twanging kind of get me. But you know, you're talking to a wider audience. I like that he was honest. The expectations were, it was tempered. You know, he said what he had to say. He talked about the cohesiveness. He talked about the team play. He talked about personalities. And you could see the frustration on his face when Panama just rock up or whatever. So it's a good series. I liked it. I forgot about it. We all forgot about it. And it was so nice. El Pistolero messaged me to say that, you know, come on, I heard your voice and the wife from your voice. And I'm like, oh, you know what my voice sound like? And so other people have been saying, I heard your voice. Chaz, my son was like, Mom, you're a big deal. You're on Netflix. I'm like, okay, Chaz, take it down a notch. A little bit extra. But yes, I'm a movie star. 5 more lines, and they would have to roll a red carpet in front of me and throw roses. Couldn't talk to me. But it's a good series. Everybody should go watch it. See the inside. See when, the players meet up for the team meetings and whatever and after. And yes, Junior, I laughed out loud when Paul Hall said that the players were playing like a testimonial because there was no passion, there was no fight, no grit. And I like that Andre really came out and he said so. So it's a good series. Everybody should go watch it and then go on Twitter and tell everybody so they like the Benton Junior and the Come On part.
Junior, we know you want to chime in, but I think watching this reminds me of Tapa in that Panama in the dressing room. Tapa did not say a word. It was Tapa Theodore Whitmore, the former head coach. So it shows that Paul Hall was coaching the team that was the foreign team that was based in Jamaica. Of course, this was on the backs of the game that Jamaica got 3-0 at home. Junior, your thoughts? I mean, this documentary really moved the curtain or peeled behind the curtain and showed us some things that we heard Aguana Road, but it just exposed it.
I know it shows that footballers are human beings too, right? And they should be treated as such. So it make even we know we was on the show and we killing Alvas Powell, right? But then we saw Alvas Powell, a more human side of him when he had an interaction with Blake. And I honestly think the GFF, which they will not do, but they should look at this because these players are actually likable even after losing to Panama 3 over them yard. You still are watching the show and still be like, you know what? I still like the brother, right? And it is, like I say, it pulled back the curtain. BMC was dead wrong, but dead wrong. Unfortunately for us, it brings back some painful memories. And so many people that watch Ballchat has no clue that we were doing this. Remember? And we were there referencing it on the shows and even talking in future tense like, yo, can't wait for Jamaica make it to World Cup because that means we're going to go global. Because remember that was the plan. And the man, they're going to drop the ball star, but still vexed.
Okay. They are humans, Junior. Captains, you can stream it on Netflix. There are 8 episodes. It's on Netflix and FIFA Plus. You can watch it anywhere you follow. I mean, Thiago Silva was one of the captains. He spoke about, of course, the debacle of what happened with the Germany spanking of Brazil in 2014 and the road to Qatar again. So, big up to Alvas Powell. I'm not diss him no more. Like you said, you see a human element. I criticize him heavily on it's easy to sit down and be a keyboard coach, family. Before we go my yard, come on, any yard ballers news you want to highlight? I'm sure you want to take this opportunity to big up man in school who's currently sitting tied on 3 points in their group. Come on, any yard ballers news you want?
Objection, Your Honor, leading the witness.
And I wasn't going to take that bait. I've no yard ballers this week. Next week it'll be full of goodies, but nothing. Andre Blake takes on New York City FC tonight in MLS Chaos at 8 o'clock. I think it's on FS1 or FS2. Don't forget to tune in.
Yes.
That's it, Benson.
That's the Eastern Conference final, right?
Yes. LAFC beat Austin today 3-0 for the Western whatever. So whoever wins versus Philly, New York will meet LAFC.
Yes. So LAFC won what? 2-1. 2-1. You said
3-0.
3-0.
3-0 versus Austin today.
Yeah, Andre Blake, and we had the score earlier on at 1-0 when LAFC was leading. Yeah, any final comments you want to highlight before we go Maria Junior?
DM said Paul Hall told the players the coaches wear yellow. Everybody was given directions in the dressing room. Stu MC says on a Jamaica front, Unai Emery always improve. Remember me saying earlier? So listen what Stu said. On a Jamaica front, Unai Emery always improve wing forwards and overloads well with fullbacks, and most likely McGinn. Should be interesting to see Bailey thrive. Remember I said that is an angle that we could have taken with this Unai Emery signing, you know. So let's see.
Let's see. Schoolboy football, since we're on a yard, but we just are giving you some update quickly. Manning Cup quarterfinals, Group A. Kingston College, Mona, Charlie Simmet, St. George's in Group A. Group B, Jamaica College starts Haile Selassie and Wolmer's. Top 2 goes on to the semi-final. So, hey, yo, roll out the Mona bus. Roll out the Mona bus. And in the Da Costa Cup round of quarterfinal groups, Group 1, Garvin Masea, Manchester High Central Christiana. Group 2, Dintil, William Neb, Paul Burger, Cornwall College. Group 3, Glenmuir, Froome, York Castle, Rossies. Group 4, Manning, Stets, Glenmuir, Edwin Allen. Winner of each group advanced to the semi-final of the Costa Cup. Manning School, if not now, when Junior Hope Wolmer's get eliminated early.
Hold on there. You call out the group them to Manning Cup already?
Yes, we did the... Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we did.
All right.
Yeah. Manning... Yeah, this might be the just to remind listeners, Manning Cup Group A, Kingston College, Mona, Charlie Simmet, St. George's. I guess Mona will run up into Whisper, the big forward family of Phoenix Academy or Mona and Kingston College. Boy, Kingston College beat the brakes out Jose Marti yesterday. What, 9 them get?
Remember I told you that I call it, you know, I said, and people want to go out there and tell him, please, make sure to tell him that I said Mona has already won the Manning Cup championship. And it is a story made in heaven for Mr. Butler. Because Mr. Butler is going to come out and say, look, I can take a team that nobody wanted to coach, nobody care about, everybody look at the uptown school and a little school where can't play football, and I can take that team and go undefeated in the Manning Cup. I can be the only coach to shut down the greatest young forward ever since Walter Boyd for Jamaica in Whisper when they beat KC in the semi-final round. And I am telling you this right now, Mona is going to beat Jamaica College in a made-for-TV final, coming back from 1 goal down to beat Jamaica College 3-1, and Mr. Butler is going to ride off into the sunset in a Jeep with a surfboard with the Mexican flag on the top of the Jeep. Come on, supposed to get that joke there. Who don't get that joke there? Do the research. I'm going to drive off into the sunset.
Before we go over here, come on, what's your thoughts on Whisper BM1 to know? 1 minute, family. Junior, Whisper, of course, some consider him arrogant. He must score a bag of goals, but I mean, when you score goals, you can talk off your feet.
Whisper is the guy. Let me tell you, all right, but before Cowboy answer, Whisper is as advertised. There was a time, and anybody remember 1997, that Norman Manley team, when Norman Manley went from a primary school to a high school, and they could enter Manning Cup. And them they have one big head baller named English. I think are English and the Free Brothers. Whisper is one of those type of generational talents, in my opinion, that need to be harnessed. Him have the body type. You know when people say Walter Boyd have the body type of a striker, a pure body type of a striker, that's what Whisper is to me. And this might be blasphemous, but it's almost like Kevin Wilson from Charlie Smith. If you remember Kevin Wilson and Bonzi, Charlie Smith side, that is what Whisper is like, in my opinion. And his high praises, but the youth have it.
Yeah, he's definitely talented.
I say, come on.
Come on, go ahead.
Yeah, man, he's talented, but I don't see talented football players playing high school football. I don't know how me feel about high school football. Talented players at Dujan's age is playing overseas in Europe, some academy type of stuff. So for me, high school football is a waste of time. You will know how good Whisper is when after the season, the schoolboy football season, where he's located. If he's still located on the island, then we don't know what to say about that. But he's a good player. Yes, them talk about, he's arrogant, blah, blah, blah. But, some players are arrogant. He takes instructions, so I don't know what else coaches really want. But I just think real talented football players do not play high school football. They really don't learn anything from it other than be a man on campus. But we'll see. In the next year or so, we'll see if he's really, really what we think he is, a good talent.
All right. Football family went way over time today. It's old school ball chat today. We had to just, roll back the clock and deep dive on so many topics. Remember to check out Captains, 8-part series, or 8 episodes currently streaming on Netflix. You hear Camon's voice, you hear Junior say Jamaica go win the one, yeah. And you hear the Ballchat family, a collaborative work is on Netflix, 8 episodes. It's also on FIFA Plus. Also, Ballchat World Cup videos, short videos of each 32 teams will be coming soon. So watch out for that. We're going to do a short video on each 32 teams, starting with Senegal and ending with France. Yo, that Champions League football coming up in the middle of the week. Chelsea got the brakes beat off of them. Liverpool lost. Another great weekend in the world of football. Come on, and big up to Flamengo, big up to the Brazilians. The Brazilians wouldn't let me leave without bigging up Flamengo, Copa Libertadores champions. So big up to the Flamengo crew. Big up
Gabigol with a goal.
All right, big up to Elda and the entire Flamengo family. Come on, Junior and all the family. Ghana, we are enough family. Bless up on yourself.
Later.